Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Welcome back, friends. So we talked about the azole mechanism of action of the azole, the drugs which are used in the azole, and we also talked about the antifungal spectrum of the azole. Now this is the part B of the azole, and in this part B, what we are going to talk about, we are going to talk about the resistance against azole. So let me write resistance against what? Resistance against azole. As all of you better know that this azole can show that this azole are fungicidal in nature. So we can say that azole are very successful drugs as well. Now we have different kind of the resistance properties. Due to this resistance properties, this azoles will be not working. The first resistance property, let me explain, this is impermeability problem. Impermeability problem. Now what does it mean? It means that this cell membrane will be impermeable. Due to this impermeability, the drugs will be not get internalized. When the drugs are not get internalized, so they will be not binded to this active site of the enzyme. So this is the first property of the resistance. The second one is about the mature fungi. Now what does it mean? It means that when the fungi are mature, so then these drugs will be not affected. One thing that you should have to keep in mind, when the fungi are making this agastrol, then these drugs will be affected. But when the fungi are get matured, or when we can say that when these agastrol synthesis process are completed, so then these drugs will be not affected. This is another resistance property. Means the fungi will get mature themselves very fastly, due to which the drugs will be not affected. This is the second one. The third one is about the efflux pump. Efflux pump. All of you better know about the efflux pump because I explained it in the antibiotic videos lecture in a very detail. But let me tell you once again that let's suppose if this is the fungi. So what actually happened? Let's suppose these blacks one represents the drugs. These drugs will be get internalized, but fungi will produce a kinds of pumps as in the we can say as in the bacteria. So fungi produce a kinds of pumps. Now these pumps are what? These pumps are the efflux pump. Due to the presence of these efflux pumps, the drugs, let's suppose in this case, will get internalized, but they will again pump out by this way. They will again pump out by this way. So this is the efflux pump. Now that's all about the efflux pump. When the drugs get internalized, then the fungi will produce a kind of efflux pumps. Due to this efflux pumps, the fungi will eliminate these drugs from these pumps again. So then the drugs will be not perform their mechanism of action. Now this is another resistance property. The last resistance property is about, not the last, but it is the last one. Although there are some other resistance property, but I don't want to tell you about the other way. The last one is about, we are going to talk about, this is mutation. Now what does it mean? It means that the genes which are responsible for the preparation of this protein alpha demethylase, these genes will be mutated. And due to this mutation, this, we can say this. We can say due to this mutation, so what will be happen? We can say that due to this mutation, so what will be happen? Then we get what? We get another new kind of the enzyme. Now this enzyme will be a slightly modified. See, this enzyme will be a slightly modified due to this mutation. So due to the mutation in the genes which are responsible for the preparation of this enzyme, means cytochrome P40, or we can say 14 alpha demethylase. So this enzyme will be changed, and due to these changes, the cytochrome P450 will be also changed. So see, both are changed. So when both are changed, so then the drugs, we can say, in this case, the drugs, let's suppose this is also in this black color. Let me draw. The drugs will be not fitted here. The drugs will come and repel out from that area due to this mutation. When the drugs are not bound here, but the lanssterol will be easily binded. So again the lanssterol will passes from that area. So again the lanssterol will be passed from that area and they will form what? They will form the ergosterol, and again the ergosterol will fit it here and make the cell membrane rigid, strong and flexible. So that's all about the resistance. Fine. So what actually happened once they are formed, once they are converted into a mutated, so then this time we call that what? We call that 5,6 desaturase enzyme. So they will be converted 5,6 desaturase enzyme. Now let me once again tell you that what actually happened due to the mutation, means due to the mutation genes inside the fungi cell. So then they will produce a mutated form of the cytochrome P40, or we can say 14 alpha demethylase. Due to this way, we simply call that what? 5,6 desaturase enzyme. Now this 5,6 desaturase enzyme is a mutated enzyme, and due to this way the drugs will be not affected. This azoles will be not working, and due to this way this lanssterol again come and they will again convert into a product we call it ergosterol, and ergosterol will again fit it to this membrane, and again they provide flexibility, stability to the cell membrane. So that's all about the resistance property, right? Now let's talk about the adverse effect of these drugs. Adverse effect. The first adverse effect is the anorexia. The second is alopecia. The third is allergic reaction. Allergic reaction. Another we have the headache. And then we have vomiting, nausea as well. I don't have the space to write here. Then we have nausea, vomiting as well. So these are what? These are the adverse effect of the azole. I hope you understand, and I hope I explain it in a detail. But still, if you have any kind of questions related with this topic, so write it into a comment. Inshallah, I will give you answer as soon as possible. So if you like this video, please hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe the channel to get more interesting video lecture like that. Fine. Inshallah, in the next video lecture, we are going to talk about echinocandins in a detail, the mechanism of action and everything about that. So subscribe the channel to get the updates of this video lecture. Thank you so much.